Good morning. In the previous class, we have discussed about the problems on custom duty. In this class, we are discussing about assessable value, problems on assessable value and custom duty. So the question is, from the following information, calculate assessable value and total custom duty payable. In this problem, they are given CIF value $5,000, air freight $1,200, insurance $200. Then the date presentation of bill of entry on 20th March 2019. Rate of BCD is 15%. Exchange rate notified by RBI 68 rupees for $1 and notified by CBIC rupees 70 for $1. So the date on arrival of goods in India 5th April 2019. Rate of BCD 10%. Exchange rate notified by RBI for $1 68 rupees and CBIC rupees 70 for $1 and the IGST rate will be given at 12%. SWS as applicable. Calculate the FOB value, assessable value and the total custom duty payable. Here they are given two dates, presentation date and arrival date. We are taking exchange rate on the basis of presentation bill of entry. For calculating BCD value, we are taken which date is later, that means 20th March and 5th April is given. For taking out the BCD rates, we are taken 5th April 2019. For exchange rate, we are taking bill of entry and that means 20th March 2019. Exchange rate they are given to RBI and CBIC. Here we are taken CBIC exchange rate dollar, that means $1 equals to 70 rupees. Then here CIF value will be including air freight and insurance charges. So before comparing the air freight charges on 20% on FOB, they are directly taken $1,200. So for that reason, firstly we have to calculate the FOB value with the help of the CIF value, deducting the air freight charges and insurance. In the previous class, we have discussed about calculation of custom duty. In this class, we are talking about calculation of assessable value and custom duty. In the class, custom duty calculation problems ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ assessable value ಮತ್ತು custom duty ಎರಡು calculation. Previous problems ಅಲ್ಲಿ assessable value ಅವ್ರ information ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ನಾವು custom duty calculate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ assessable value plus custom duty ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ calculate ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Here the given information, here they are given CIF value $5,000, air freight $1,200, insurance $200. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ CIF value ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ in the form of dollars 5,000, air freight charges $1,200 and the insurance is $200. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ FOB value ಮತ್ತು assessable value ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So FOB value ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಫೇರ್ ಆನ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ CIF value is nothing but assessable value ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. CIF value ಏನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವೋ it will also known as a assessable value. But ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, in the CIF value it will be comprising of air freight and insurance. So we have to find out the FOB value. FOB value means before adding the air freight and insurance charges. So air freight ಗೆ conditions explain ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. air freight ಗೆ ನಾವು ಎರಡು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. air freight charges given ಇದ್ದಾಗ, air freight charges not given ಇದ್ದಾಗ. In case air freight charges is given, it will be compared with the given data and 20% on FOB, whichever is less will be taken as a air freight charges. But in this problem, air freight charges is given $1,200, so the same amount will be considered for calculating the CIF value. Here the given air freight charges should not compare with the 20% on FOB value. So for that reason, first we have to find out the FOB value. After that, the actual air freight charges given will be compared with the 20% on the FOB value. So previous ನಮಗೆ air freight charges ಇನ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. air freight charges ಗೆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, air freight charges given ಇದ್ದಾಗ, not given ಇದ್ದಾಗ. given means ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ air freight charges ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಲೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ air freight charges $1,200 ಇದೆ. ಈ air freight charges ನ 20% ಆನ್ FOB ಜೊತೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಕ್ಚುअल air freight charges ನ CIF ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೂಲು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ CIF ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ FOB ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ನ 20% FOB ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಚೆವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಆ air freight charges ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಗಿವನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಗಿವನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಕ್ಚುअल ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕನ್. ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, 1.125% ಆಫ್ ದ FOB ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಗಿವನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನ 20th March and date on arrival goods is 5th April. So now presentation bill ಮಾಡಿರೋದು 20th March ಗೆ, goods arrival ಆಗಿರೋದು 5th April ಗೆ. Here the BCD on the date of presentation BCD will be 15% and on the date of arrival BCD is 10%. So assessable value calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ, ಬಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅರೈವಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ರೇಟ್ ನ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ the presentation date of bill entry will be considered. So exchange rate ನಮಗೆ ಎರಡಿದೆ, CBIC code plus RBI. CBIC means Central Board for Indirect Taxes and Customs. So CBIC ಮತ್ತು RBI ಎರಡು ರೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ we have taken CBIC exchange rate. Then BCD ಬಂದಾಗ, so BCD means basic custom duty. While taking the BCD rate on the presentation bill of entry BCD rate is 15% and on the arrival of goods BCD rate is 10%. While taking the BCD rate, which date is later? BCD rate ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಡೇಟ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, 20th March ಇದೆ, 5th April ಇದೆ. Later date means 5th April. We are taking 5th April BCD rate at 10%. The exchange rate is as per the presentation bill CBIC rate. BCD rate will as per the arrival of goods, whichever is later. That means the BCD rate will be taken at 10% and the problem they are given IGST rate at the 12%. And calculation of FOB, that means fair on board value and assessable value. Here I have told that the dollar exchange rate will be taken on the basis of presentation of bill of entry 20th March. Here we are taking CBIC rate at the $1 equals to rupees 70. I write down $1 equals to rupees 70. Here we are giving 3 columns: particulars, foreign currency, Indian currency. Here in this problem, the foreign currency will be given in the form of dollar and Indian currency it will be in the form of rupees. So firstly we have to calculate the FOB value. For calculating FOB value, firstly we have to take down the CIF value, then we are deducting air freight and insurance charges. So first take down CIF value. It will be given in the problem $5,000. Then we are taking Indian currency form. $1 equals to 70 rupees. Therefore 5,000 multiplied by 70. It will be comes to 3,50,000. So in the CIF value, we are deducting insurance charges and air freight. So first you have to deduct air freight. Air freight charges will be deducting as given in the problem $1,200. So $1,200 for converting for Indian rupees, $1,200 into 70 rupees. It will become to 84,000. Then we are deducting insurance charges given in the problem. So the insurance value is $200. So for converting into Indian rupees, $200 multiplied by 70 rupees. It will become to 14,000. Then we can get the FOB value. So the FOB value, deduct 5,000 minus 1,200 minus 200 equals to 3,600. So deduct in the form of Indian currency, 3,50,000, 84,000 and 14,000. It will become to 2,52,000. It will be known as a FOB value. First we have to find out in the FOB value. After that we have to find out assessable value. For find out in the assessable value, we are adding air freight charges and insurance. Here, when the air freight charges are given, I have already told the conditions. Air freight charges are given in the problem. We have to compare air freight charges actually given in the problem and 20% on FOB value. Whichever is less will be taken as an air freight charges. So first write down given freight charges. Write down in the dollar form. Given freight charges is 1,200. It will be compared with 20% on FOB. 20% on FOB. Here the FOB value is 3,600. 3,600 into 20%. It will be comes to $720. Whichever is less will be taken as a air freight charges. That means $720 will be taken as a air freight charges. $720 it will be converting into Indian rupees. 720 multiplied by In this problem, the insurance charges is given. So the how much dollar? $200. So $200 multiplied by 70, 14,000. Then make it total. FOB value 3,600, air freight charges $720, insurance $200. So make it total. It will be comes to $4,520. Then we have to find out in the rupees form. Make it total 2,52,000, 50,400 and 14,000. It will be comes to 3,16,400. It will be taken as a assessable value. Assessable value. So the assessable value in the form of foreign currency is 4,520 and in the form of Indian currency is 3,16,400. So here CAF value is given $5,000 multiplied by 70, 3,50,000. We have to deduct air freight charges and insurance in order to find out the FOB value. Air freight charges $1,200 multiplied by 70, 84,000. Insurance charges $200 multiplied by 70, 14,000. So the FOB value is $3,600 at the worth of rupees 2,52,000. Then we are adding air freight and insurance in order to find out the assessable value. Here the air freight charges is given. It will be compared to actual air freight charges given and 20% on FOB. Actual air freight charges is $1,200 and 20% on FOB is 3,600 FOB value. On the 20%, $720, whichever is less. $720 will be taken as a air freight charges. $720 multiplied by 70 rupees, 50,400. Then we are adding insurance charges given in the problem. $200 multiplied by 70, 14,000. So make it total. FOB value plus air freight and insurance charges. The assessable value is 4,520 in the form of dollar, 3,16,400 in the form of rupees. ಇಲ್ಲಿ CIF ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಿಮಗೆ $5,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಂಟು 70 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 3,50,000 ಬರುತ್ತಾ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ FOB ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ CIF ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನಲ್ಲಿ ಏರ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏರ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು 20% ಆನ್ FOB ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ FOB ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏರ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಏರ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ 1,200 ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 3,600 FOB ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಏರ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಗೆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಏರ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ಈವನ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ನ 20% ಆನ್ FOB ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಈವನ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ 1,200 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. FOB ಮೇಲೆ 20% ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ $720 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಿಚೆವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ನ ಏರ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅಗೇನ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ 70 rupees ಮಾಡಿ. ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಕೊಡದೆ ಹೋದಾಗ FOB ಮೇಲೆ 1.125% ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ $200 ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ 70 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 14,000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. FOB ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗೆ ಏರ್ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಸೆಸಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಪೇಯಬಲ್. So heading is calculation of custom duty payable. For calculating custom duty payable, we are giving 5 columns. In the first column, serial number, second column, particulars, third column, rate, fourth column, value, and the fifth column, custom duty. So first, we have to take the assessable value in the form of rupees. So the assessable value in the form of rupees, we have found out 3,16,400. It will be right down in the value column, 3,16,400. So then for assessable value, we are adding basic custom duty. Add basic custom duty on assessable value. So here the basic custom duty also two rates are given. First one, the presentation date of entry at the rate of 15% and the arrival date of entry, that means 5th April 2019, the BCD rate is 10%. While consider the BCD rate, we have to take which date is later. That means here two dates are given, 20th March and 5th April. So we have to take 5th April BCD rate. The 5th April BCD rate is 10%. So on assessable value, 3,16,400 into 10%. So it will be comes to 31,640. 31,640. So after calculating the BCD, then we have to calculate SWC charges. SWC charges means social welfare charges. Whether it will be given in the problem or not, we have to take at the 10% on BCD. So the SWC charges is not given in the problem, but we have to take it 10%. The SWC will be calculated on the BCD. Here the BCD we have calculated is 31,640. So the 31,640 into 10%. It will be comes to 3,164 at the rate of 10%. 3,164. After find out the basic custom duty and SWC charges, we are adding total for integrated tax. Total for integrated tax under section 3 subsection 7. For calculating IGST, we have calculated the amount total for integrated tax as per the section 3 subsection 7. It will be the total of assessable value, basic custom duty and SWC charges. Make it total 3,51,204. 3,51,204. Then we are adding integrated tax. Integrated tax means IGST. Integrated tax is nothing but IGST. It will be taken on, IGST will be taken on total for integrated value, that means on D. So 3,51,204 into IGST rate will be given in the problem at the rate of 12%. At the rate of 12%, 42,145. 42,145. Then we are find out total of imported goods. Total of imported goods. It will be the total of value column, that means total for integrated tax plus integrated tax. Make it total. That means it will be the sum of D plus E. D means total for integrated tax and E means integrated tax IGST. 3,93,949. Finally, we have found out the custom duty payable. That means total duty payable. It will be the total of last column. Basic custom duty, SWC and IGST. So the sum is 76,949. 76,949. It is the custom duty payable. So first we are taking assessable value, and on the basis of assessable value we are finding basic custom duty at the rate of 10%. Then after that we are finding SWC at 10% on basic custom duty, 3,164. Then we are finding total for integrated tax. It will be the sum of assessable value, basic custom duty and SWC. Then on the integrated tax value we have finding IGST at the rate of 12%. Then we are finding total of imported goods. That means total for integrated tax and the IGST. Finally we are finding custom duty payable. It will be the sum of last column, basic custom duty, social welfare charges and IGST. So the total custom duty payable is 76,949. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ custom duty calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ first assessable value ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. previous ಅಲ್ಲಿ calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 3,16,400. then basic custom duty ನ add ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವ value ಮೇಲೆ? assessable value ಮೇಲೆ. rate ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 10%. 3,16,400 ಮೇಲೆ 10% calculate ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. then SWC problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು SWC charges 10% basic custom duty ಮೇಲೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ basic custom duty 31,640 ಇದೆ, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ 10% SWC charges ತಗೋತೀವಿ. then total for integrated tax ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ assessable value, basic custom duty ಮತ್ತು SWC charges ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. then integrated tax ಅಂದ್ರೆ IGST ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. IGST ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನ ನಾವು total for integrated tax ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. IGST ರೇಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 12% ನ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 42145 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತೆ IGST ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಸಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಫೈನಲಿ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ PCD, SWC ಮತ್ತೆ IGST ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 76,949 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So the next question on assessable value and custom duty. The question is displaying on the screen. Avadani Company Limited has imported a machine by sea freight from USA. Bill of entry dated 5th June and goods arrival to India 8th July. Here the bill of entry is 5th June and the arrival date is 8th July. So here we are taken for exchange rate bill of entry. Bill of entry date is 5th June 2019. So the exchange rate we are considered is CBIC RBI both are given. We are considered CBIC rate at the rate of rupees 60 per dollar. For calculating the BCD, which date is later. That means we are taken 8th July 2019 BCD rate at the rate of 10%. So the question, FOB value of imported machine is $10,000. Here they are given FOB value. We have to find out the CIF value. That means assessable value. Packing charges they are given $200. It will be added. Then machine was stuffed in container within bracket returnable. Price of the container is $500. In the format I have already told that when it is a packing containing returnable and durable, the cost should not be considered into assessable value, but non-returnable and non-durable expenses should be taken into consideration. It will here in this problem they are given returnable container. So for that reason returnable container value should not be taken into consideration for the assessable value. Insurance premium is given. We have to take $100. Then sea freight, in this problem they are given sea freight charges. For sea freight charges the condition is if the sea freight charges is given we have to take the given information. In case sea freight charges is not given we have to take 20% on the FOB value. Comparing to the previous problem, in the previous problem air freight charges is given, so we are comparing the actual air freight charges with the 20% on FOB, and whichever is less will be taken into consideration. But in this problem they are given sea freight charges, it should not be compared. Actual sea freight charges will be taken into consideration. Then importer had paid commission of $250. Except buying commission, all the commission should be taken into consideration. It's not a buying commission, so we have to consider the commission at $250. Then SW as applicable, they are told that SWC as applicable means we are taken 10% of SWS, and in this problem they are not yet given the IGST rate, so the IGST rate is not yet given, we have to take it 12%. In this problem, the given information is here they are given FOB value $10,000, packing charges $200, and in the question they have told that the returnable container value. So when it is a returnable container or durable container, we should not consider it for calculating the assessable value. Then in this problem they are given sea freight charges $250. In the previous problem they are given air freight charges. When air freight charges are given, it will be compared to the 20% on FOB value, whichever is less will be taken. But when giving the sea freight charges, the actual sea freight charges will be taken into consideration. The sea freight charges should not be compared with the 20% on FOB value. Insurance also they are given $100, and the importer commission is $250. Only buying commission will not taken into consideration for assessable value. Apart from buying commission, all the commission should be taken into consideration. Then here also they are given presentation bill of entry and arrival goods. Presentation bill is 5th June and the arrival is 8th July. So here for taking out the exchange rate we are taking presentation bill entry, that means 5th June 2019. So the CBIC rate will be $1 equals to 60 rupees. Then while taken we have to take the BCD, it will be compared with the presentation bill of entry and arrival goods, whichever is later. Whichever is later means 8th July 2017. So the basic custom duty will be taken at 10%. It will be the question. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, FOB ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ $10,000, ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ $200 ಇದೆ. ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿಟರ್ನಬಲ್ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಿಟರ್ನಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ರಿಟರ್ನಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಅಸೆಸಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. then we will go through the solution. Calculation of assessable value only. Calculation of assessable value. So here particulars, first we have to take the FOB value given in the problem, $10,000 and the exchange rate is 60 rupees. 10,000 multiplied by 60, it will becomes to 6 lakh rupees. Then for FOB value, we are adding the expenses which we are not included in the FOB value. So take one by one expenses. First one, packing charges. Packing charges given $200. It will be multiplied by 60 rupees. 200 multiplied by 60. It will becomes to 12,000. Then we are taking sea freight charges. So when sea freight charges is given, we should not compare with the 20% on FOB. Directly the given sea freight charges will be taken. Here the sea freight charges is $250. Again 250 multiplied by 60 rupees. 15,000. In the problem, they are given returnable container value. Returnable container. When it is a returnable container or durable container, the returnable container and durable container value should not be taken into consideration for assessable value. Take it as a mean. Then next one, insurance. Actually given in the problem will be taken $100. $100 multiplied by 60, it will becomes to 6,000. Then we have taken importer commission. Importer commission given in the problem $250. Again 250 multiplied by 60 rupees, it will becomes to 50,000. Make it total 10,000 plus 200 plus 250 plus 100 plus 250, 10,800 in the form of dollar. Then in the rupees column, 6 lakh plus 12,000 plus 15,000 plus 6,000 plus 15,000, it will become 6 lakh 48,000. It will be taken as a assessable value. Assessable value is also termed as a CAF value. So the CAF value, that means assessable value in the form of dollar 10,800 and in the form of rupees 6,48,000. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ FOB ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ $10,000. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ರೇಟ್ 60 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. 10,000 into 60 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 6 lakh ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ FOB ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ $200 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ into 60 12,000. ಸಿ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಿ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ನಾವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸಿ ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ $250 into 60 ರೂಪೀಸ್. ರಿಟರ್ನಬಲ್ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇದೆ. ರಿಟರ್ನಬಲ್ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಬಲ್ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಟೈನರ್, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗ ರಿಟರ್ನಬಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಬಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಸೊ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನೇ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಕೊಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ 1.125% ತಗೋಬೇಕು. $100 into 60 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 6,000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟರ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ $50 ಇದೆ. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ 60 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 15,000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫೈನಲಿ CAF ಅಥವಾ assessable value ನಿಮಗೆ 10,800. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ರೂಪೀಸ್ 6,48,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ assessable value ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. Then we will move to the calculation of custom duty payable. Assessable value ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ custom duty calculation ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. First we have to write down assessable value. Assessable value as we have calculated 6,48,000. Take down right column nil. So the value is 6,48,000. Custom duty column nil. So after calculating assessable value, then we are adding basic custom duty. Here the basic custom duty at 10% on assessable value. So rate 10%. So 6,48,000 10%. 64,800. 800. So after calculating basic custom duty, then we are adding SWC. SWC means social welfare charges. The social welfare charges will be calculated on BCD. BCD means basic custom duty. Whether the SWC charges given in the problem or not, we have to take it as a 10%. So the basic custom duty is 64,800 into 10%. 6,480, 6,480. Then make it total for integrated tax. Total for integrated tax. Under section 3, subsection 7, it will be the sum of A plus B plus C. So total for integrated taxes under section 3, subsection 7, it will be the sum of assessable value, basic custom duty and social welfare charges. Rate column name, custom duty column name, make it total 6,48,000, 64,800, 6,480, 7,19,280. Then we are adding integrated tax. Integrated tax is nothing but IGST. In this problem, the IGST is not yet given in the problem, but whether IGST will be given in the problem or not, when we are importing goods from another country, it will become, we have to calculate the integrated tax at the rate of 12% on integrated tax value 7,19,280 into 12%. It will be 86,314. 86,314. Next we have find out total value of imported goods. Total value of imported goods. It will be the sum of value column D plus E. That means total for integrated tax and integrated tax. D plus E. Make it total 8,05,594. 8,05,594. Finally, we have find out total duty payable. Total duty payable is nothing but it will be the sum of last column, custom duty column. Total duty payable. What are the duties we have calculated here? Basic custom duty, social welfare charges and integrated tax. That means it will be the sum of B plus C plus E. Here the rate column name, value column name, final column, total 1,57,594. 1,57,594. So the total value of imported goods is 8,05,594 and the total duty payable is 1,57,594. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅಸೆಸಬಲ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಅಸೆಸಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ 6,58,000 ಇದೆ. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ರೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 10% ಅಸೆಸಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮೇಲೆ. ಅಸೆಸಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 6,58 ಇದೆ, 10% ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 64,800, 64,800. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ SWC ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. SWC ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 10% SWC ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೋತೀರಾ? ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ 64,800 ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 10% ತಗೋತೀರಾ 6,480, 6,480. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅಸೆಸಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಮತ್ತು SWC ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ 7,19,280. ಈ 7,19,280 ಬಂದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ IGST. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ IGST ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಟ್ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ 12%. ಸೊ 7,19,280 ಮೇಲೆ 12% ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 86,314 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫೈನಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಫೈನಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ, SWC ಮತ್ತು IGST will be the sum of 5,57,594. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 8,05,594. ನಾವು ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 1,57,594.